Hello. This is a different video than anything else I will ever make on this channel probably, but did you know that Wizards made another card game that came out this year? Yeah, that's right. It's called Spellslingers. Now, for those who don't know who Wizards is, I'm talking, of course, about Wizards of the Coast, the people who have made Magic the Gathering, basically one of the longest running card games of all time. And I guess that they weren't making enough money from their game, Magic the Gathering. So we have another card game. This is real. So I got an ad for this on Instagram, and I at first thought it was a clone. But then I saw this logo, and that's specifically Magic the Gathering. And then I dug into it a little bit more because I'm not joking. First of all, I want you guys to know I play a lot of Magic the Gathering. You can see in the background on this little table right here, it's full of Magic cards. Okay, I have like 6 decks over here just sitting around waiting to be like assembled or disassembled. And then underneath here is where I store all my cards. Okay, for Magic. And that's not even this is like the small stack that I have in my bedroom. Out in the garage, I have a shitload of cards. So I'm not trying to prove my loyalty to Magic, but I'm more or less trying to get across that like I play a lot of Magic the Gathering, and I play Magic the Gathering Arena. There's also Magic the Gathering Online, which I dabble in. But more or less, I play a lot of Magic, and I've never heard of this game. It's been out for a minute. So if we go to Wizards' official site, this article was put out on August 12th this year. I literally did not hear about that. We're in December, by the way. It's December 5th. And I'm just now hearing about this. So this product has been around for a while, and I just never heard of it. So what is Spellslingers, and why am I talking about it? They have a Reddit. But mainly, what it appears to be from my precursory digging, it appears. I mean, look at this gameplay, guys. What does this game look like to you? Is this Magic the Gathering or is this Hearthstone? If you looked at the screenshot and told me that this was Hearthstone, I would have gone, that's a weird texture, but okay. I would have believed you. I haven't played Hearthstone in years, but I would have been like, okay, that seems like Hearthstone now, I guess. Yeah, this is the game. This is Spellslingers. So I'm looking at this video from Manarant. Shout out to Manarant. It says 4K views on it. This is like one of the few reviews I can find about this video. Okay. Or about this game. So let's take you to the beginning here, and let's just watch this. Look at this gameplay. Does this look like Magic to you? This looks literally like Hearthstone. So I want to point out a couple things because they actually don't really get into the mechanics that much in the video. They get into it a little bit. But as you can see, you have a bar over here, and every turn, you start out with 1 mana, and then you get mana every turn. Okay? What does that sound like to you, mechanic-wise? Comparison, just mechanic for mechanic. If you said Hearthstone, that is the answer I'm looking for. Just Magic. Also look at that victory screen, dude. It just, everything about this game sucks. It just sucks.
The Gathering Arena, Hearthstone, and Runeterra are just a few of the many ultra popular, high caliber digital CCG games you can play right now. And now potentially.
Also, another thing I want to point out, look at these disgusting character models in the top right. Like while you're playing, you have, Kaya, like in the bottom right, just staring at you, or whoever the fuck this is, this guy with this mohawk, who looks like shit, by the way. This model looks terrible. This game came out this year, and I get that they're trying to go for like a stylized look, but they've made it look a lot like Hearthstone. In fact, they made it look too much like Hearthstone. One of the benefits of Hearthstone is that it has a really clean interface and UI, okay? And I can appreciate that. This game really should have gone the same direction in terms of how they implemented the look and feel of the game. Because now what it looks like is just Hearthstone. I think they should have maybe attempted to give it a little bit more of a Magic identity than what this is. That's one thing about Arena that I actually, I don't like Arena that much. I do play Arena, but that's one thing about Arena that I appreciate, is that it did manage to capture what Magic is. Okay, the UI in Arena is good. This is Hearthstone. Let's keep going.
Another Magic.
And also, I just want to point this out. This is fucking pathetic from Wizards. Wizards, if you're watching this, I know you're not, but if you're watching this, this is truly pathetic what this game is. The subreddit has, I'm shocked it even has 1.9k followers, to be honest. I can't even believe it was created in 2018. That's insane. But yeah, this shit is wacky. This is wacky. I cannot believe I'm just now hearing about this game also. They have done a really good job of keeping this out of the manosphere for Magic the Gathering. They've done an excellent job at not showing people this game. And in fact, I'm still a little bit in disbelief that this exists, in that it's been officially posted on Magic the Gathering's official website. The decisions that this company is making are so dumb. They're so dumb. They have a product. They have a card game. In fact, they even have a Hearthstone-esque version of their card game in the form of Arena. Now, they've tried to do a lot of really dumb shit with Arena, but the one thing that I can appreciate about Arena is that those dumb features like alchemy and stuff are usually completely optional, and you don't have to interact with them if you don't want to, okay? So that's like the one positive part about Arena that I can give it credit for. But this is just fucking bad, dude. This is just it's just sad. It's sad and it's bad. So yeah, here we go. Let's look at how it plays.
Intro. Spellslinger, another CCG. I would say it plays more like Hearthstone than Magic the Gathering or Magic the
There you go. Need I say more?
Gathering Arena. Before I go over the good, bad, and ugly, for your reference, let me explain how it plays. Each player starts with around 25 health. The first player to go down to 0 health loses.
By the way, I think in Hearthstone, you start with 30. Look at these. Look at this. Really, do you guys see this victory screen? I mean, look at that face right there from Liliana. It's terrible. It's terrible. And like the win-loss screen, it just sucks.
Hearthstone, you use mana crystals as a resource to cast your creatures and spells. You start the game with 1 crystal and get an additional crystal each turn that
So you can see, I mean, I don't even need to show you guys much more of this to really give you the idea. You play creatures. You start with 25 life. Your goal is to reduce your opponent's life total down to 0. This looks like it plays exactly like Hearthstone. The only difference between this game and Hearthstone is there are two major differences from just dissecting this video a little bit. You have the attack phase is slightly different. So you have 2 main phases, just like you do in Magic the Gathering. You have one pre-combat main phase, and then you have one post-combat main phase, and then you have a combat phase. Now, there is a sort of declare attackers and blockers step. So they kept that feature from Magic, where you attack, it's on your opponents to decide how the blockers are applied. In Hearthstone, that is different. In Hearthstone, the attacker chooses where the damage goes, and you can choose to specifically attack enemy creatures if you want also, rather than just going for someone's face. All right, so that's kind of the difference between this and Hearthstone. And that, I think, is fine. That feature, like, this is part of the reason I like Magic. I like that the combat is in the defender's favor, and it's still in the defender's favor in this game. That's a good mechanic. Everything else about this is bad. So there are no instants. As you may recall, Hearthstone does not have instants. It doesn't have instant speed interaction effects. So how they have gotten around this, because they've made Hearthstone, don't be mistaken, they are the goal here is to recreate Hearthstone, but with Magic the Gathering cards and feel, is they have a trap card like from Yu-Gi-Oh, another card game, and how the trap card works exactly like it does in Yu-Gi-Oh. So you play actually it works even worse, because the trap cards are generous in Yu-Gi-Oh! And that when you play them, they stick around on the board, right? So you play your trap card in Yu-Gi-Oh! And if they do not meet the conditions for the trap card in Yu-Gi-Oh!, it just sticks around. Well, in this game, if you play a trap card, it goes back to your hand on the beginning of your next turn if you did not meet the conditions to cast the trap card. You still spend the mana. It's a trap card. So, like, you spent mana to cast this thing, but then you lose the value for playing it. It goes back to your hand. I can tell you right now, just from that one mechanic, the people that made this game do not have understanding of, like, card game design. And the objective was clearly to make a card game that's like Hearthstone. There is nothing different about this game. In fact, it's even more like Hearthstone than I want to admit, because they also, as we get into the later parts of this video, he shows this off here when he's talking about some of the downsides. By the way, it has is very obtuse and many different types of crafting materials in an attempt to get the player to spend more money, which I already think is kind of a disgusting thing. That's something that they've tried to put into Arena, and the player community has given a lot of pushback. Thankfully, they've minimized the amount of features in Arena. Again, trying to give Wizards a few compliments here. It's very difficult to, trust me, especially right now.
Players. Finally, we have the hero grind. The game starts you off with Chandra, but has 15 other unlockable heroes, all with their own unique abilities and card sets. The way you unlock these heroes is with keys. So I guess technically that's yet another currency. And the way you obtain keys is by getting new cards. And you get new cards by opening packs. Wait, I said you can only buy one pack a day with gold though. That means if you want to get heroes quick, you'll have to use real money to buy packs to get.
There you go. So, and also something that he'll get into later, if you don't watch this video, he mentioned something quickly in passing, in that each one of these heroes has specific cards that are tied to them. So there is incentive to play a specific hero. It's not just like a skin. They have mechanically unique features. They also, you'll see they have a hero ability. So it is literally like Hearthstone. This guy makes boars. Okay. So, and that's something that I wasn't sure if I was able to get that across. They have hero abilities. All of them are mechanically unique. This is Hearthstone. You are now playing Hearthstone. So yeah, that's really the video. I don't really have much else to say about this. It's a really pathetic thing that Wizards is attempting to do with this product. They've already been in a really rough spot the past couple weeks with Magic 30th Anniversary Edition, and that just completely bombing and not selling well at all. This is just yet another thing on top of everything else that we've seen the past couple weeks with Wizards, and just the downfall of Hasbro and Wizards entirely. It makes me sad. My friends are starting to downsize their collections because we just don't know the state of Magic, and I've been making a lot of proxies for them. I mean, you know, like, this is what is happening in the game of Magic the Gathering right now. And it's very, very sad and disappointing to see a game that has been around for literally 30 years without, really any problems. I mean, there's been like, sets and things like that where people haven't enjoyed them, or maybe just like the card design is bad or something like that. There's been plenty of that over 30 years of Magic. But to give Wizards another compliment here, that's actually the one thing that they have been doing well for the past, I don't know, year or so. Like, the game has had really good cards come out in 2022. And I would say overall, the health of Magic the Gathering as a game that you sit down and play outside of just the monetary aspect of it, it's a really good game. It's in a really good spot right now. And I would recommend you play the game Magic the Gathering. Whether you spend money on it, I can't really recommend that. It's just wild. It's wild that they made this product. It's sad. It's disgusting. I don't even really know what to say. I wish that they would just focus on the fucking 2 digital clients that they have, Magic the Gathering Arena and Magic the Gathering Online, rather than making an entirely different game that's just Hearthstone. Like, I want to look at one more thing before I close this video out. Let's go to Twitch, because this is really, that's not the word, Twitch. And let's just see if anyone's even playing this game. Because like I said, this is literally the first time I've even heard about this. So you can see the typical games here at the top of the list. And, Magic the Gathering and Hearthstone, they're card games, so they haven't been doing as well. You can see Hearthstone is down here with about 11K viewers. It's also 5 p.m. on a Monday, so I don't know how that affects views. Path of Exile. See, the thing is I don't think many people play Magic the Gathering Arena on Twitch. Maybe they do. Let's see. We've got... I'm not even seeing Magic the Gathering. Maybe I missed it. Unless it's just like all the way down here. Oh, ouch. Look at Halo Infinite, by the way. That's a totally different topic. Heroes of the Storm. I must have missed it, but let's just search. I just want to see the game. I mean, there's definitely a lot of people, like, playing Magic. Oh, I see Magic the Gathering. Let's just look at the game. Okay, 3.5K viewers. That's that's something. That's nothing compared to Hearthstone, obviously, but it would be up here somewhere, I guess. So there you go. It's above some straight. I must have just missed it. Okay, so that's Magic the Gathering. There's Yu-Gi-Oh. That's really funny. There's Magic. What a situation. Yu-Gi-Oh is doing a lot better than Magic right now. That is something. And then let's look at Spellslingers. Is it one word? Yep, here we go. No results found. Oof, dude. Are you kidding me? This is madness, dude. This is fucking madness. That is crazy. No one cares about this game, dude. Like, who is this? The main question I have for Wizards, all right, and this is truly my last thing before I close this video here. Who is this product for? Because let me tell you something, Wizards. Just to, like, you shouldn't invest resources into this product because this game already exists. Blizzard made it like 10 years ago, dude. Like, this game is already here. It's called Hearthstone. Like, people play this game. Like, there's a reason that it's the top card game on Twitch. Okay? Like, there's... This is baffling, dude. It's truly crazy that they spent money on this. Look at this. Here's Hearthstone. It's right next to God of War Ragnarok still to this day. Okay? I mean, like, That's what it is. Okay, I'm gonna shut up now. This is just yeah, truly sad and pathetic from Wizards. Thanks for watching.